The story opens in a grand New York City courtroom. The air is tense as two skilled lawyers stand on opposite sides, presenting their arguments. On one side, Matt Murdock, the blind but brilliant attorney known secretly as Daredevil. On the other, Jennifer Walters, a sharp and confident lawyer, who also happens to be She-Hulk. The courtroom is packed, reporters lining the back, waiting for the verdict. Judge, both counsels have presented compelling arguments. Before I make my ruling. Suddenly, a deafening explosion shakes the building. The windows rattle, papers fly off desks, and outside, the sky is illuminated by fire. Gasps and screams erupt as people scramble in panic. Smoke rises from the city streets below. Jennifer, tense, scanning the room, glancing at Matt before clenching her fists.
That's not good.
Matt, listening intently, already analyzing the situation.
No, it has not.
The room erupts into chaos as people rush for the exits. Matt turns toward Jennifer for a split second before disappearing into the corridor. He moves quickly, unbuttoning his shirt, revealing the red suit beneath. In the hallway, he pulls the mask over his face, transforming into Daredevil. Meanwhile, Jennifer rips off her blazer, her body rapidly growing as her skin shifts to emerald green. With a single, powerful leap, she crashes through the window and lands on the street below. She-Hulk is ready for battle. The source of the destruction reveals itself, a massive mechanical war machine piloted by a masked figure. The towering mech stomps through the streets, its arms loaded with heavy artillery. Cars flip over, civilians flee in terror. Just as the machine charges its next blast, boom, She-Hulk lands directly in front of it, cracking the pavement beneath her feet. She-Hulk, grinning, cracking her knuckles.
You just made a big mistake, Tin Can.
From the rooftops, Daredevil leaps into action, his billy club flying through the air, striking the mech's targeting system.
I'd call that more than enough evidence to shut you down.
The two heroes exchange quick glances, finally recognizing each other from the courtroom. Their eyes widen, realization hitting mid-battle. She-Hulk, stunned, momentarily lowering her guard.
Murdock.
For a split second, her stance shifts, caught off guard by the realization. The mech takes advantage, firing a blast in her direction. She quickly snaps back to reality, dodging just in time before turning back to the fight with renewed focus.
Walters, didn't he expect our first team up to happen right after a legal argument?
They refocus as the mech fires a missile. She-Hulk catches it mid-air, spinning and launching it back at the machine. It explodes on impact, staggering the pilot inside. Daredevil swings in, landing a precise hit on the cockpit, forcing the villain to eject. The battle is over, and the city is safe, for now. Later that evening, in Jennifer's apartment, the city lights glow through the window. She-Hulk sits on the couch, a drink in hand, now back in her human form. Matt, in his Daredevil suit but with the mask off, sits beside her, his knuckles still bruised from the fight.
You know, for a guy who fights blind, you make a damn good partner.
And for a lawyer who turns into a 7-foot powerhouse, you're not so bad yourself.
They sit in comfortable silence for a moment. The tension from earlier now replaced with something different. Something neither of them expected. Jennifer turns to face him fully, her expression softer. Jennifer, grinning playfully.
I think I like this side of you more than the courtroom version. Less arguing, more action.
Matt tilts his head slightly, sensing her intent. He leans in closer, their faces inches apart.
Then I'll take that as a win.
She closes the gap, pressing her lips to his. It starts slow, hesitant, but quickly deepens as the weight of the day melts away. The lawyer and the vigilante, the powerhouse and the strategist, two lives colliding in ways neither of them planned. As the city hums outside their window, they allow themselves this moment, just this once. As their lips part, Jennifer lingers, her fingers trailing along Matt's jawline. She exhales softly, a quiet laugh escaping her.
Guess we make a better team outside the courtroom after all.
Matt smirks slightly, his hand resting at her waist.
Let us not make it a habit, or maybe we should.
The city hums outside as they lean in again, the world around them momentarily forgotten.